Hey everybody, not bothering showing my face today. Just wanted to show some cards. Some of them, most of them, well, about half of them, I suppose, I recently picked up. But I was digging through some boxes, and sometimes when I'm digging through, or sometimes when I'm going through cards, I'm just not looking for certain things, certain players. And so I was flipping through some 87s, and I came across a Hall of Famer that I just left in the cards, and it's Ted Simmons. And I think honestly, just I wasn't expecting to find an 87 Ted Simmons. I don't know why I didn't think he'd played that long, but you can see the stats, and it's not even his final year. I did look it up. He's got an 88 as well. So next, I'm gonna have to dig through my 88s and make sure I didn't miss him there. I don't think of Ted Simmons as a player from the 80s. Then then I was digging through some 85s. I obviously went the other direction. I was going through 85s first. And I found Joe Morgan, and this is his final playing dates. I think this one just escaped me because I don't expect to see him in an A's uniform, but also kind of the same thing. Like it's weird thinking of these guys with cards during that era. Anyway, those were just some finds. They're just interesting to me. Um, and now I'm going to show you four cards that I have shown you before. This is the 68 Don Sutton. I recently did a video for my Hall of Fame binder talking about Don Sutton. This was a card that I showed there. This is a 68, very young looking Sutton. I had a friend actually gave that to me. This was a recent card show pickup. This is an Ed Matthews. I managed to pick up two Ed Matthews at the same show. This was the 68. Did I say 58 for the Sutton? 68. You all know which one I meant. My two favorites of the 68 set, Bob Gibson. I love this set. I love this card. In particular, I've talked about this before, but this was the card from the Turn Back the Clock series. This was the card I had. So as a kid, this was a card that I wanted. And you know how you remember picking up certain cards? I remember picking up that Bob Gibson. It was very special to me. One more 68. My favorite from the set, Manny Sanguian. Probably my favorite player these days to collect, Sanguian. Just got a lot of fun cards. This is his rookie. But now, why am I showing you 68s? Well, the reason is because Gannon over at JGA58 today posted a video talking about the 68s and how this was the set he grew up in, and he showed a bunch of Gannon. Is honestly, he's one of my favorite guys on here. And anytime I show 68s and I talk about them, I know some people just don't like the 68s. They don't like kind of the burlap sort of background. I do. I like it. I like the 68s. And Gannon is with me on this. He loves the 68s as well. And so he posted a video today, and I'm going to share a link to that in the description of the video. That's the only reason I was showing you 68s. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to show some 68s just as an excuse to post a link to Gannon's video. But anyway, those are cards I've had. But I wanted to show you some cards I picked up today. So I went to a card shop here in town that I don't go to very often. They are almost exclusively modern, and most of their modern, well, not most of their modern. They have a lot of modern just in like value boxes, but you know, $1 and up. But it's all modern stuff, just not stuff I'm really interested in. Once in a while, I'll flip through and find something. Actually, today I did, and this isn't really modern, but it was in with their modern boxes. That's a Chipper Jones. It's a Chipper Jones I didn't have, and so I already have a Chipper Jones for my Hall of Fame binder. But this is an earlier one. It's a 95, and I just like to pick up when I can pick these up for cheap. I do that, and I like the horizontals, so picked up that Chipper Jones. But then I wasn't even going to get it because it was kind of like I'd only found that one, and they have some vintage stuff, but they don't They don't have a lot, and I'd kind of glanced at it, but hadn't really looked too hard at it because, again, most of it's graded and this stuff, and most of it's just more than I want to pay. I can find it less expensive. I go to a card show, and I'm planning on going to a card show in a couple of weeks or a few weeks down in Washington, PA. But anyway, so then I'm flipping through a box that was sitting on one of their counters, and I was just kind of my boys were there with me. They were ready to go, and so I we're kind of walking around, and there was this box, and it looked like they set up at shows sometimes, and it looked like it was like they had them separated into sports, and so I was flipping through the baseball one, all modern stuff, until I came on this. It's 1970 Hoyt Wilhelm. And what gave me pause was there was and I meant to leave it on here, it must have come off. There was a little black sticker on here, which meant that they were selling this for $3. And I gotta tell you, a 1970 Hall of Famer in that condition for $3, I'll take it all day, every day. I mean, shoot, even if I'd have had it, I might have picked it up. And I didn't have the 70. And see, what it is for a lot of these modern people, that's not centered. So it's certainly not worth grading. And they didn't even have it in the regular box or the countertop stuff. And so I overheard a couple of young guys there talking about grading and stuff, and I don't really want to get into it, honestly, but it was just kind of surprising, to find that for $3. So then I went to look at the vintage box, and I found a couple more that I picked up for pretty cheap. Found a Willie Stargell. This was a Stargell I did not have. From 1973. Again, it's the horizontal. Oh, let's see if I can get it. See, it wants to focus on Wilhelm. There we go. It's probably not one of his better cards, to be honest with you, but I don't know what I paid for that one. $2 maybe. Here's what I know. I picked up 4 cards there for a total of 24. So it included these 3, and then this card. This was the most expensive by a long shot, which I guess shouldn't surprise you too much. 1961 Orlando Cepeda. And again, you can see, like, this card, it's not centered. Lou Rock posted a video. What day was it? Thursday, maybe? I may have to link to the video. Anyway, he talked about how people are crazy not snatching up these cards. Look at the registration on that card. That is a fantastic card. It's not centered, but corners are all pretty sharp. But I mean, I'm telling you, that image on that card is fantastic. So once I saw that, I asked him to look at it, pulled it out just to see if it was as good as I thought it was, and sure enough. So I picked up those 4 cards for a total of 24. Speaking of Cepeda, I picked up another one this week. This is a 67 Cepeda. Not in as good a shape as that one, but I picked this one up for $5. So again, kind of one of those things. Can't hardly turn that down. Just a good looking card. For all you Cardinal fans out there. And then I picked up one more card to show you. I've been eyeballing this Mini Minoso for a while. Mini Minoso is somebody I have, but I've just wanted to pick up more of his cards lately, and hadn't been able to find just good examples for good prices that I liked. But again, I think I paid $5 for this one, and I don't know how you turn that down. And again, great registration. Image on that is just so cool, and I like these. I like the way that the color stuff on the bottom with the red. I think it's red. I'm colorblind if you don't remember that, but so anyway, Mini Minoso, Orlando Cepeda, Hoyt Wilhelm. I mean, Willie Stargell. I gotta tell you, for a grand total of, I don't know, $34. I picked up all those cards, and just super exciting. Really good deals. So anyway, didn't really have much else to say. I almost just did this so I could post a link to Gannon's video. I'll share it too, but anyway, thanks for watching if you made it this far, and we'll hope to see you again soon.